we don't have a lot of guests, but when we do, we make sure they are the best guests. So this episode of Airing It Out, we got Nico Collins with us. And this ain't even a question. This is more of a statement, really. I just thought about this right now once I said your name. You know, they have MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year. You know what they need to come up with? And if they did, this would have been your award this season, Breakout Player of the Year. That's what I believe is needed, because the season that you had was exactly that, a breakout. Were you surprised, or were you like, I could have been doing this shit had y'all got me in?
To be real, I could have been doing it, to be honest with you, to be real with you. But I feel like this year, man, I feel like all the pieces came together. You know, we blessed, man. Except but got a special quarterback to come in. Man, that man came in just balling. I mean, man, I feel like the dude flipped the whole program around. And so I feel like, man, when you got a special quarterback like that, man, you can shine, you know, whenever.
You from Birmingham, Alabama?
Yes, sir.
And we were just talking about you just visit your mom. And how does somebody that's as good as you are, how you don't go to Alabama? How you leave Alabama and go all the way to Michigan? What went into that decision?
Man, to be honest, I feel like it sounds crazy, but I really couldn't see myself being in Alabama, staying in the state. You know, because I got Alabama and Auburn offers. I believe my sophomore year, in high school, man, and like it was cool now. But I feel like my whole time, I feel like I just wanted to lead a state, you know, to see something different. And I was blessed enough to have it, but you know, Bama, I just couldn't see myself there, man. I feel like I just wanted to venture out a little bit, see something different, man. And around my junior year, that's when Harbaugh offered me, man, and then I took off from there.
All right. Speaking, you bring up Harbaugh.
Yeah.
How was it playing for him? And you got any crazy stories with Jim Harbaugh in these meetings?
Man, Harbaugh, man, I feel that's a special dude, man. That's a special guy for sure. I feel like that's one guy that you'll leave it all out there for, man. He's a special coach on the field and off the field. You know, just the way he just carried himself, man. He loved the coach, man, and the way he bring you in to make sure you're good, you know, for long term. You know, it was a great thing, man. I feel like the craziest Harbaugh story I got, man, was when I feel like it was my sophomore year, man, and we just finished, I think, spring training football, and I think the swim team told him to come over and do something for him, and so I guess he went over, you know, collar shirt, khakis, cleats, because he just left football practice, man. You know, just Harbaugh being Harbaugh. You know, I guess he went over there, and I guess he had to jump off the platform into the pool, right? So yeah, we didn't see this later until it was on social media. We was like, all right, you know, practice was over, but we wonder why he went over there. So he went over there, whatever he did, whatever he had to do, and they made him jump in the pool, right? Kid you not, this guy jumped from I think it was like the middle one. I don't know how high it was, but he jumped, man. I'm talking about full clothes, collar shirt, khakis, cleats. He just jumped in like a cannonball right into the pool. Hat, glasses. It was like one of those. It's like he don't care. I feel like that was my crazy all-ball story. Like he didn't even want to change clothes or nothing. He just went straight head first to the pool. Straight from practice, man. I never
You ain't
that.
saying this, but I'ma say it. These Houston Texans, y'all better come right with this contract, because he seemed to like Harbaugh, and the Chargers is gonna need receivers, so y'all better come correct, or y'all gonna lose y'all best receiver. He ain't saying that. I'm just saying it for him. Now, your first two seasons in the league, like many rookies or young players, let me say, peaks and valleys. You know, you're up and down. You average just about 460 yards for the course of the first two seasons. And then this season, you basically had 1,300 yards. Outside of the coaching staff, CJ Stroud, what do you give the credit to the growth that you made from your first two seasons to your third season?
Yeah, man, I just feel like those first two seasons, man, was a lot of learning. learning adjustments, seeing how the game operates. And I feel like for me, man, I feel like it was a learning curve, not knowing what it is, coming to something, that everybody in the league, everybody's good. So you got to be ready. I feel like for me, I just came in, man, just feeling good. And then, I kept having, the small injuries, like growing injuries, growing strains, little hamstring strains, just little tweaks, little small muscle injuries, and I was just like, dang, I never had these type of injuries before in college, Actually, I did. I had like a lot of growing injuries, but like I was just kept getting like crazy, little small injuries, little small little fluke injuries, and I was just kind of wondering, like, wow, all of a sudden, like, I'm just injured more, getting fatigued a little bit more. Maybe it was a big adjustment from college to the NFL, man. And I felt like my first 2 years, man, just having leaders in the room. Like I had Brandon Cooks, Chris Conley, Philip Dorsett, guys like that, and Chris Moore, the older guys. They've been in the league, been there, they done that, so they know what to expect. They know how to go about their business, and I asked them guys, man, how they take care of their bodies, how they last throughout a long season, because the NFL season long, especially coming from, your end of your senior year, combine prep, you got rookie mini camp, OTAs, and then you got fall camp, then you got regular season. So that's a lot. That's a lot of work your rookie year, So I was trying to ask them boys, man, just how y'all boys do it, what you got to do to maintain, because I watch them boys run around in practice, they don't even look like they hurting, and I'm like, yo, I'm over here sore, hammy sore. I'm like, yo, how y'all do this? It's like every day they just fresh. I'm like, dang, me being young, I'm like, yo, how do y'all do this? So, just nitpicking them brains, nitpicking their brains, man, just asking them, what they doing, just following them all the time, just doing the small things with them, man. I realized, it really comes down to what you do outside the building, take care of your body and being in the treatment room, cold tub at practice, stretching, because all you do is run, so, and I know just take care of your body, little things like that, man, it really take you a long way. I feel like this year, I took that step, coming off my second year. I feel like I just need to improve on those small things, so I did the extra work outside the building, took care of my body throughout the season, man, and it's been working out pretty well, so I'm gonna continue to do that and continue to see how it goes.
I know for me, my first 3 years,
Yeah,
everything that you're talking about happened to me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Growing hamstring. And then
It was just fluke, like back to back. I'm just like, dang.
my third season, I tore my hamstring twice. Tore it
hmm
in training camp, tried to
hmm
come back like week 5, tore it again.
hmm
And I'm like, bruh, they about to cut me
Yeah,
if I don't get
yeah.
healthy.
Like, it was like one of
And
those. Yeah,
I started doing power yoga
yeah,
and never got hurt again.
yeah.
And I tell people, if you're a receiver, because what you just said is exactly what happens, bruh.
hmm
All we do is run. Is run, 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 run,
Too
run,
much.
run.
I'm just like, man, you gotta,
And so
you gotta figure it out.
to
So.
figure it out as early as you did is
hmm
one, going to help you.
hmm
Two, uh, give you the notoriety that your game
Yeah,
warrants. But if it
yeah.
happens again, have you done yoga?
No, I haven't. I had one time, a
Listen,
couple times throughout the year, but I ain't been consistent. I really want to lock in this off
so
season.
I'm gonna just say this. What I did, I'm sure you probably have already just now starting to work out because you guys had a playoffs. You guys made the
Yeah.
playoffs at the game.
hmm
What I would do is I would do yoga Monday, Wednesday, Friday
hmm
for 3 weeks before I started working out.
I
And
got
so
you.
that my
Okay.
body was so conditioned and strong, but I'm not going, the yoga
hmm
is by far and away the hardest workout I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, cause you gotta hold the poses. You stay
Bruh.
hard. You like
And
you think
so
it's
that's
easy,
just
but that thing crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
my
really want
advice
to
to
lock
you
in.
would be
hmm
if you have any muscle problems or you do that
Yeah.
yoga, you good.
hmm
Because you're a big boy now.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's
I,
what I said.
I
I
have
need.
good size, but you bigger than me. So you got to make
yeah.
sure you take care of your body. Now,
hmm Yeah.
you led the NFL, all NFL receivers in broken tackles. And I guarantee if you were to ask anybody, they would
Yeah.
always say, who you think led the NFL in broken tackles for receivers? They're gonna say Debo.
hmm
Has your game always been a physical I'm gonna run you over, I'm gonna break this tackle, I'm gonna do what it takes. Have you always had that type of mentality being a big guy?
Mhm. Yeah, I always had because Little League I played running back. About 5 years for my dad, so I ain't had no choice but run through you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I always had that dog mentality about me. I never want to run out of bounds. I always want the contact, love the contact. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the point of football. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that brings the excitement out. But nah, yeah, man, I just love contact, man. I'm trying to score. I ain't trying to run out of bounds. Whooping the way. But it is what it is, man. They trying to stop me from scoring. I'm trying to score. So whatever happen.
How long did it take you before you realized, like, man, we got something here with CJ? How many
Yeah,
practices when CJ Stroud
yeah,
got drafted did you
yeah,
realize,
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
shit?
Man, I feel like when he first came in OTAs, I feel like after that second week, after he got plays, getting the plays, man, I was like, nah, yeah, this dude got an arm on him. It come out just so smooth. You know what I'm saying? This way he just dropped that. It look effortless. Like dude is special, man. I feel like right after OTAs and then right towards we was training a little bit before training camp, man, and just the way he just go about his business, man. I was like, yeah, this dude, we was doing like the routes on there, just us tight ends, and we was just doing just little routes and stuff, man. The way the dude just lay the ball out, man, and the way he just goes about his game, man, it's special. A dude special, so
What was because
yeah,
Michigan did pretty good.
yeah,
Michigan,
yeah.
Ohio State. Did y'all bet on the game?
Man, nah, we did, we did. I
What?
feel like it crazy. I know. I
Who
folded,
was
I
scared? Who was
folded.
scared to bet? You or him? Which
Oh,
one of y'all was
I feel
nervous?
like he was. I feel like he
Okay.
was. 'Cause he already knew what was up.
He
You know
he
what I'm
ain't he
saying?
ain't want
Michigan
that.
ain't want it. Neither,
Okay.
neither my boy Mitch, no no Will. So them boys play that bounce. They ain't want it neither. You know what I'm
Oh, they
saying?
didn't
So
in the college football playoff. They didn't want to bet
they
either.
ain't want it. They ain't want it.
Oh, that's the ultimate sign of respect.
They
Then
ain't want it, man.
they
We
ain't
set.
believe in they ain't want. Okay, all right, we
They
can
ain't
go
want
right past that.
it.
Okay, we'll go right past that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But
on
nah,
this
we ain't need
show,
that, man.
a lot of the times on this show during the week,
Yeah, yeah.
I've said it week in and week out, and it could be because of my relationship with CJ. I felt like that the D'Amico Ryan, CJ Stroud
Mm-hmm,
pairing has an opportunity to
mm-hmm,
be the Bill Belichick, Tom Brady scenario where they defensive coach gets a great quarterback and they go on to win and win at a high rate.
mm-hmm,
Now,
mm-hmm.
you're a young player. Do you believe you can fit into that category with them and say, now it's going to be D'Amico Ryans, CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, to where we can forge this threesome to get in the
Mm-hmm.
Houston Texans to where, not where, just hopefully
Mm-hmm.
compete how New England competed and dominate the
Yeah.
AFC for years and years and
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Like, definitely be part of that conversation, man. I feel like it come down to how much you want it, how much you bought into the details, how much really want to take that next step, man. I feel like Seven, he's a special dude. D'Amico, special coach, man. I feel like they really special guys, man. And especially D'Amico, man. That's a coach, man. You want to leave it all out there for, he'll play as coach. So I feel like we can relate to him a lot. You know what I'm saying? So he was the captain for the Texans. So I feel like as when he coaches, it's almost like he a player. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those just like that's one guy, man. You just leave it all out there for him, man. And we already know what CJ do. It is the sky's the limit for him. It's only gonna get better, man. And just having them two dudes, man, part of a great organization, man. And I feel like the sky's the limit for us, man. I feel like we can achieve whatever. If it's gonna come down to the work we put in, honestly. The work we put in and continue to stay detailed and locked in, throughout the whole season.
The last game of the season, y'all play the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
You win, you go to the playoffs. You
Yeah.
lose, you watching the playoffs on TV like I
For
did.
real.
Win or go home.
For real. Uh-huh.
You end up having
Mm-hmm.
9 catches for 195 yards. You basically had 200 yards receiving and a touchdown. Walk
Yeah.
me through that game,
Mm-hmm.
that week of preparation,
Mm-hmm.
uh, just understanding a lot was obviously going to be on your shoulders because you see that game plan and you
Mm-hmm.
know the game plan is kind of coming through me.
Mm-hmm.
Walk me through that week and
Mm-hmm.
how you felt going into that game and
Mm-hmm.
now you win the game and play how you played.
Man, I just feel like, man, that whole week was fun, man. Just knowing the role I had to step up and play, man, because we had a lot of receivers down that week. I think we had Noah Brown, we had Tank out. I think we had Robert Wood. I think he was in and out, but he was kind of questionable, So I was kind of the only like starter, me and Mitch and Xavier. So it was really just us three, just three wide out. So I know seven, the team really depended on me, and I feel like that week, I really had no pressure. I was one of those just going out and being me, doing what I do, playing a game I've been playing my entire life, going out, man. I feel like everybody knew what this game meant. It was at stake, man, and entire week, man, the game plan, we felt like the both sides, offense and defense, was locked in, man. I'm talking about from we first got the game plan to all the way to Saturday, man. I feel like that it was a short week too, so we really didn't practice as much. But I feel like just the mental part, man, everybody's locked in all the way up to kickoff, and I knew the first play. Everybody kind of knew the first play was gonna be, kind of a deep shot to me, just set the tone, just because we lost to them in the beginning of the season, so it was one of those like it's determined at all. We trying to go to the playoffs. Everybody trying to go to the playoffs, but we trying to set a statement too. Going out there, we lost to them early in the season, so this is a vision game as well. You know what I'm saying? So we want to set it off, man. It's prime time. He's only right. I feel like the moment was just right for everybody, man. And so I kind of already knew what the play was Thursday. Thursday, I knew what the first play was. It was, and so kind of the whole team kind of knew what the first play was, on our side, so just leading up to it, man, right before kickoff, coach CJ was like, yeah, let's get ready, man. Let's get ready, warming up, boom, catching everybody, dabbing each other up because we already know what's about to happen. So we all went out there first play, man. And CJ called it out, first play. He said we had to say right before the play, man. The ref called the play in, boom. And the defense in the right coverage, man. And
Tell me that don't
boy
feel
called.
good when you line up and you see the coverage is perfect for
That
the
is
play. You
crazy.
like, yes.
What you just like, this is it. Exactly how they drew it up. Man, it's crazy. It was perfect, man. We came out going with just two receivers. DB, he was on me. I think the safety was kind of right hash a little bit. The ball was on the right hash a little bit, so he was more towards the boundary, and I was more in the field. So he was outside leverage, man. I just had a post. I was like, this money, So boom, boom, threading deep. When seven took his drop, let it ride, man. The next thing I know, I looked up, ball in there. Boom, caught in stride, end zone. It's easy, in and out. We ain't trying to waste no time, man. We on the mission right now. So I feel like that was a good little song teller,
And
man. For
just so
sure.
you know, I did pick y'all on this show to win the playoff game
Yeah,
against the Cleveland Browns. So we fast forward, you beat the Colts,
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys in the playoffs.
Mhm,
And Cleveland had just beaten you guys a
mhm.
few weeks
Yeah,
prior, but CJ was out. He
yeah.
didn't play.
He ain't play. Yeah, 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 yeah.
How were your emotions going into your first playoff game?
Mhm,
Your preparation, just trying to
mhm,
calm yourself down, or you didn't have to calm. How was just
mhm.
that week getting ready for your first playoff game?
Yeah, I mean, I really just treated it as like another week. I feel like it's another week for another opportunity for us to go out and just win. Because we at the end of the year, at the end of the day, man, we trying to compete for a Super Bowl. As everybody go, and I feel like that was just another game, another obstacle, another opponent in the way from stopping us to getting our goal, getting to our goal. And we was ready, man. I played that whole week, Cleveland week. We lost them the first time December without CJ, and then we played them again in the playoff game. Man, I feel like we was all locked in, and ready to play home. And we was at home, so we had the home field advantage. It was only right, man. And that whole week, just locked in. It's treated like a regular week. Did things I've been doing throughout the whole season. Not changing it up. Maybe just doing a little more because by that time, body hurt a little more. So you got to take a little extra step so you're feeling good going into the game. And that's what I did.
Bobby Slowick. Not many people
Yeah.
knew who he was before this season.
hmm
What impact did he have? on you, and were you surprised that he didn't get a head coaching position?
Uh, you know, but Coach Floyd, man, he had a great relationship with me. You know, I didn't be honest, I didn't know who he was until he got here. Uh, dude, he call us plays, man. He he could dice them up for sure. But as one guy who for sure deserved a head coaching job, man. But for him to come back, man, and and reload with us, man. Him and our quarterback coach, man, it means a lot. You know, he said, yeah, I feel like it means, he's locked in with us. You know, he can tell what we can do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we are a special group that we can just shout the world and do whatever. And I feel like he can feel that, just being with us for a season. I feel like he just want to ride with us, So, coach, he's a great coach. You know, it means a lot that other teams want him to be their head coach. And I feel like we're just blessed enough to have him and to be our offensive coordinator, man. And like this year is gonna be up. Sure, it's gonna be a great year.
Did you tune in to the Pro Bowl yesterday?
Yeah, I did a little bit.
Keep it a buck.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I did a
Let's
little
keep
bit.
it 100 right here.
I did a
Were
little
you
bit.
pissed off you ain't make it?
I mean, not for real.
Really, you
Not for
weren't.
real. I won mad, because I feel like I just got another year. I got to prove a little more. Yeah, I know
A
next
little
year, so I gotta
disappointed
get there.
then. That
Yeah, a little more.
a little disappointed. Like, okay, they don't respect me enough.
I know. Like, don't respect me enough. So yeah, yeah. You gotta keep going, man. So that's
Who's
my
the
only,
best
only way.
DB? Who's the best DB that you faced since you've been in the league?
Uh, Let me see. The boy Ramsey, Jalen Ramsey for sure. Uh, Catan Smooth, um, Xavier Howard.
Who talked the most during the game? Who gonna just the
I'm
whole game?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. They don't be saying nothing to me.
You know why? They see your
They don't
big
say
ass line up.
they
They
don't see
don't
nothing to me
want
like real
no
talk. Like
problems.
I be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I know they gonna talk just based off the film study. You know what I'm saying? I be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? But throughout the game, I don't be saying nothing. You know
They
what
don't
I'm
say
saying?
nothing.
I don't say that. I don't say that. We just rocking out. We just take care of business.
So let's rewind.
Mm-hmm.
Your third round draft pick,
For sure.
89th overall. Where were you expecting to be drafted? Around there, or you felt you would go higher?
Man, to be honest, I feel like around there, a little late second round. But the only thing was, I know I opted out. When I opted out of my season, I knew I was kind of taking a gamble because a lot of guys kind of played those couple games, but I didn't. So I kind of already knew like they was kind of up on me a little bit from newer film. So I knew I only had the Senior Bowl to go out and show everybody what I can do, and I went out there and went crazy. So as I did that, it was one of those like, all right, now it's up to the combine prep, how fast is how can you move? And pro day, man, I went down.
Yeah,
I
it's
did good.
surprising. You 6'4",
Yeah,
you over
yeah, I
200
did good.
pounds, and you run a 4'4".
Yeah, yeah.
And for that, normally, if
Mm-hmm,
somebody, the combine is here in a few weeks. If
mm-hmm,
somebody goes to the combine at your size and runs a 4'4", they going in the
mm-hmm.
first round. That's why I
Easy.
asked you that, because
Yeah,
normally
yeah,
a
yeah,
guy
yeah,
of your
yeah, yeah,
stature with that type of speed is
yeah.
normally a first round pick.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So
so,
I was kind of expected to go like at least day two, knowing what I did after the pro day come down. I was like, yeah, I feel like that just upped me way more because I know I opted out. I already knew I had to catch up. Just based off what I did. So after the combine, man, I felt like, yeah, late day two. I feel like I was taking myself. Saying at least day two. But day two didn't happen, man. Then day three, a little late day three, and I'm like, man, what's going on? And then boom, Houston called me.
it's a
And it
blessing
just
in disguise, because now
blessing. It is.
the
It is.
reason, and the reason I say that is this upcoming season is
Mm-hmm.
year 4.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
that means after this season, you will be a free agent. Have there been any talks with your agent regarding a contract extension?
Mm-hmm.
And if so, how or when do you think that will play itself out?
Mm-hmm. Man, to be honest, I haven't really even talked to my agent about it. I mean, I kind of know that like it's my end of my third. You know what I'm saying? I'm up for a free agency, but in my head, man, I'm like I'm locked in to where I feel like I need another year to prove to everybody what I can do. you know, because I feel like really the first 2 years I had was due to injuries. I feel like that wasn't my best me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like after this year, kind of like, all right, just show them a little bit, boom. And I feel like this year, so I feel like it's gonna be a little better year, man. Just mentally, physically, I know what to expect. I'm learning, getting better, growing throughout the year. Just learning the game better. And but you know, if it come early, it come early. You know, but I feel like my mindset is just go ball and just let it play out, how it play out. You know, I'm not chasing it. Yeah, I want to get paid. Everybody want to get paid. It's a business.
Hell yeah,
For sure.
everybody.
Everybody want to get paid, man. But I feel like you just gotta let it come to you. Feel me? Like, yeah, I know it's coming, but I feel like you gotta be patient in this game, man. It's a business for sure. And then I feel like I got a lot to prove. I feel like I got a lot more to prove, man. Me.
Couple more questions, and we're gonna finish with these two here.
All right.
So, and I want you to tell me
Mm-hmm.
your top 5 receivers in the league. And if you think you're in that, put yourself in it. And if you think you don't.
I don't care. I ain't finna say nobody better than me because that's just confidence I got
That's
in
what I
myself.
want to hear.
You
That's
feel me? Straight
exactly.
up. So me, Boo, that boy Mike Evans for sure. I've been watching Mike Evans, man. I feel like that's why I bought him my game after Mike Evans. You know, feel me? So he up there. I like AJ Brown. AJ Brown, dog for sure. I like that boy Jefferson straight. Like a game. Jamar. Give me Jamar. Ooh, I like T. Higgins.
The reason I asked you that because Pro Football Focus, and I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you know this,
Mm-hmm.
so Pro Football Focus, they grade out every position
Mm-hmm.
throughout the league. So they'll have the number 1 left tackle, number 1
Dang.
left guard, number 1
Yeah.
center, right guard, right tackle, so forth and
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
all the way down from the best to the worst.
Yeah.
Pro Football
Mm.
Focus had you ranked as the 3rd best receiver in the National Football League this season.
Mm.
And so I wanted to ask you that question
Mm.
because I wanted to
That
see
real.
where you would put, a lot of guys would be
That
humble
real.
and say, well,
Yeah. That
I'm not
real.
going to
That's
put
real.
myself in there. That's not being humble. I mean, you just want to be honest,
No.
and you feel
Yeah.
you in there, you in there.
Yeah. So.
And so, yeah, Pro Football
So.
Focus had you the 3rd best receiver in the league. And
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
whether you make
It's a
sure
blessing. It's a blessing.
you
Yeah.
make sure that
Mm-hmm.
your agent hears that part right there. Pro Football, I'm sure he knows this.
Yeah. It got to.
So
It got
I'm
to.
the 3rd highest graded receiver. Just make sure my contract reflects that also. That's it.
Oh, never real. 100. You already know.
Yeah. So, hey, Nico,
That's
bro,
real.
really, really appreciate you, man, joining
No
us.
doubt.
Know
Man,
you
I
got a
appreciate
lot
you
to
having me.
do.
Mm-hmm.
I see you at the Super Bowl because I'm heading to
You
the Super
already know.
Bowl
Yeah. You.
tonight.
Night. Oh, you there all
Uh,
week.
yeah, yeah,
You there
yeah.
all week.
I'm there all week. But I mean, the flight for me, 45 minutes. It's
Oh,
up
that's
and
slight.
down.
Oh yeah, that's slight. Oh yeah, that's slight. That's slight.
Yeah, yeah.
That's slight.
It ain't bad,
Yeah.
bro. But yeah, man, appreciate you joining us, man.
No doubt.
Wish you
No
nothing
doubt.
but success this next
You love.
season.
Yes,
Go
sir.
break the bank, get all the money you can get, stay healthy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you.
No doubt, big dog. Thanks for having me, man.
Yes,
For sure.
sir.
We'll tap in soon.